Hello and welcome. I'm Siobhan Brady, your angel card reading for this week. I'm just going to close my door here because I've sat down and haven't closed the door. Welcome to week Monday, June 17th, and we are entering into, well, we're under the influence of the full moon. Isn't she just beautiful? So, Sagittarius moon. Now, I don't know an awful lot about the planets and Sagittarius and the effects that the moon will have, so I just go with what Spirit will be telling me. But if you're more into the planetary alignments and following all of that, I would recommend Elizabeth Peru for all of that. Now, I'm rushing around here this morning, getting ready to face the day, and the atmosphere at the moment as well, with the weather changes and all of that. I don't know what part of the world you're in, whenever you're watching this, but Ireland, where I'm from, the weather is not particularly warm for this time of the year. It's very strange, I'm finding. I keep talking about how strange I'm finding the weather, and it's quite cold, although I believe that the good weather is coming. But it's just an indication, and this is where I'm being brought with this. It's just an indication of everything else that is changing, and how we fall into expecting things to be the same, and this is the norm, and we get into that safe place with stuff where we can kind of go, well, that'll happen on that day, or that will happen down the road, because it happens all the time, and why would it change, and all of that. So it's a little bit the same with ourselves, where we get ourselves into that little rut, and we feel, well, sure, everything's grand and moving along, and is there really any need to change it? How do I know if I push myself beyond where I am now that it'll be a success? Or, sure, I'm grand the way I am, that kind of a way. So it's about, there is a lot of change happening, and even as I look out, I can see there's a bit of wind there blowing across the trees outside my house, and we have to be ready. And I feel, I'm laughing a little bit here now, because I feel what Spirit are saying is people are aware now that they need to be ready. What we need to be ready for, we're not all too sure of, but that's okay. We just need to know that we need to be ready. So it's like, say if somebody said to you, I'm going to take you away on a surprise weekend, just pack a bag and say they'll give you a few little clues. We still won't know where we're going, but we'll have a bit of the prep work done. So we kind of feel safe. We'll be like, okay, I kind of feel like I'm ready to go wherever it is, even though I don't know where it is. So it's like, think about packing your suitcase or your bag for a trip of a lifetime for yourself, for the journey of you, and allow then your own spirit within, because if we have surrendered to that, then we're really, really moving. If we haven't, well, then we might be still a little bit stuck. We have to surrender to our own spirit and trust that the spirit within, when we get it out of here, knows where we're going. It's very interesting times, very exciting times. I'm finding that for myself. And, apprehensive, exciting, you can look at it in both ways there. So is it fear or is it excitement? Can I turn that fear into excitement? Can I turn it all around? Can I, just propel myself forward through the momentum of that? And it's so important, because this is continuing, guys. And obviously we have this full moon, which we're under the influence since last night and tonight. And we're heading now into summer solstice as well at the weekend. So it's like already we're reaching the longest day of the year at the end of this week, and the balance. So this is where the balance starts to come in before the turn again, before we go again. So it's like, it's full on, but we should be starting to feel more like things are falling into place. I was actually saying that here Thursday night at my healing circle, where a lot of us are really tired, and we're kind of we're moving at such a fast pace that we're tired with it, but it feels like everything is just falling into place. And I hope that's the case for everyone. If you feel you'd like any help with anything, please do contact me. My email is www.soulhealer44@gmail.com. My Facebook page is Siobhan Brady, Psychic Medium. That's my my profile. And my business page is Siobhan Brady, Spiritual Medium. And I think that's it. I've changed the name recently. I kind of changed it around a little bit. I'm a mentor, spiritual mentor and medium, yeah. So please do get in contact if I can help in any way. I do healings over distance on Zoom, on this, what I'm using here to put this onto YouTube. Works very well. You can bring people on the screen. I also do shamanic work, one-to-one healings, Reiki, teach Reiki. So please don't be afraid to get, whoa, that one hopped out. Okay, so that's for Monday, Tuesday. Okay. I don't know if anybody has any animals that maybe, I'm just getting something about animals here that may be reacting a little bit as well to the energy. So trust your animals, because they would be probably on a, well, obviously on a lot of their senses would be far more heightened than ours. So if they're reacting to stuff, tune in and see what they're trying to show you or what's going on there. I watch my dogs. My partner has my dogs, but I watch the dogs all the time. It's amazing how how in tune they are. And here we are, Wednesday, Thursday. Right, okay, so the whole energy has changed here now after I picked the second card. Okay, so we are, as I said, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we are in, and we will be celebrating the summer solstice. Let go, guys. Just let go. I know from sitting in a place for many years on this journey of trying to figure stuff out all the time in my head, especially at the very early days, 8 years ago when I started, and I nearly wore myself out trying to focus on stuff and trying to figure it out. So it's about letting it go, and anything that you feel you are being shown or feel that's coming in, you will be shown when the time is right. You will understand it when the time is right. You don't need to understand everything just now, is what I'm hearing. So let this go, because the energy, even though I'm saying it's settling, it's still quite boom, boom, bang, bang, bang. So I think we're just getting used to it, maybe is what I should be saying. We're starting to get used to it. The 5D there coming in, and we are heavily under that influence now. Opening up, becoming more aware, perhaps becoming more emotional, because that's what I kind of feel at the weekend. So everything kind of comes up in the air to settle. So allow that, as I said, allow things to fall into place, and they can only fall into place if they're up in the air in the first place. So yeah, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, excuse me. Now, collectively, Spirit are saying we need to be joining forces. So we need to be more mindful and putting it out there to the universe, or even connecting with people, not just in our own community, but in other communities, is what I'm hearing here. And even though I've always been told that I would work alone in a lot of my work, I am collaborating with other people, and we're actually doing a brilliant retreat up in Loughcrew here in County Meath, Ireland, Oldcastle, County Meath. It's a sacred site, and we will be up there, a colleague and I, on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we're doing a healing shamanic sweat lodge on the Saturday, sunrise up on Loughcrew, bringing in the day. Then we have the sweat, then we have the evening sunset. We'll have another ceremony up on the other side, which regular visitors wouldn't be allowed to go to, but we have permission from the landowner to visit the other side, which is amazing. And then Sunday then is all drumming, singing, chanting, coming into yourself, letting go, embracing, and we're having heart as the theme. So Monday, Tuesday, that really just, as you saw, that jumped out of the deck. So, full moon, go. It's at its fullest now. You've reached your peak. And yes, we can all be heavily, we can be battered out of it sometimes with the full moon. I'm actually finding this one, well, I think I'm getting used to them sometimes, but, my sleep pattern, I last week, very little sleep, 4 and 5 hours a night. And but that can hit me at any time. So I wouldn't always put it under the influence of the moon. The beautiful energy is just awakening us all. And now this is time to rest and stay out of your head, because that's where we go. We're unreal for going into the head. And it's about that time out as well. As I said, but the full moon as well, it's a great time to bring in what you're wishing for and let go of what you no longer need. So be mindful of the lovely energy there. And I opened my blind last night into my bedroom, and the full moon was shining in, and I just asked for higher consciousness, and I asked to be, filled with the energy of the moon so that I can shine my light and bring in good wishes for other people as well as for myself. So empower yourself with the light of the full moon. So take that time out. I think that came up last time as well, if I'm not mistaken. So go within, guys. Find that little sanctuary for yourself, even if it's only for 5 minutes, and go within, because it's so, so important. And I find I crave that time as well when I don't necessarily get it. But this is so funny, because I thought when I saw this one hopping out, I thought it was this card because I thought I got a glimpse. So maybe it was a glimpse of what was coming. So Wednesday, Thursday. Now this is, again, it's funny because the energy is changing with this card. And there are a lot of emotions about. So, after a full moon as well, obviously we'll still be under the influence of it. So things can be very emotional. Okay. So we need to be very mindful and gentle, not only with our partners or significant loved ones or family. We also need to be very gentle with ourselves. And it's all about giving yourself what you need. So gentleness, caring, kindness, consideration, doing nice things for yourself, rest. Oh, I'm hearing that, resting, really, really taking some time, because I'm not feeling with this card that I want to go on and on about, oh my God, and there's so much love in the air. And no, it's a far more steadier kind of an energy than that, almost on an emotional kind of where I'm kind of going, okay, everything's going to be okay. The time out. Yeah, okay, and time out to reflect and think about what you actually want in your life. Woo! That's bringing up some big energy there. So think about what you want and how are you serving yourself in the way that you should be serving yourself. Never mind how you're serving others, because it's about you. That's what romance is also about. Because really, this full moon again is about, I think they're speaking about how it's bringing in the balance for lovers and just bringing stuff into, a nice, even kind of a balance. And again, it's like what I'm saying there about falling into place and stuff like that. And so it's about letting things just fall as they will. Don't try to push or shove or fix, or, if something is nice and easy, well then let it be. Don't grate against the way things want to be. Look after you. And yeah, always around the time of a full moon, whether it's a good one for romance or couples or love or whatever, there'll still be that up and down. So just be mindful of that. And here we are coming into the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which is, as I said, beautiful energy of the solstice and all of that. So again, it's like reflection here. Now, this card is often about Reiki or healing, a healing modality, because we have all the beautiful, I'm chakra colours there in the rainbow, and the study is oftentimes of yourself and your higher consciousness. So obviously as well, it's about people maybe deciding, you know, we have a lot of students at the moment who are still undergoing exams, leaving cert and junior cert here in Ireland. So it's coming to a close and conclusion. So the next step now is to think about where furthering their education and where they might like to go. And look, leaving the exam students aside, where do you want to go? What is it about you that you need to study? Because any of these healing modalities that we take on, first and foremost, has to be about yourself. So reflect. Again, there's a lot here about, you know, over the course of the weekend or the week, we're talking about, you know, taking that time, looking at yourself, giving to you, and seeing what is it I want. So there's a lot of reflection this week, because we are at the midpoint now of the year. And oh my God, hasn't it just gone boom? Right? So we're halfway through 2019. Entering, you know, we're going into the second half now of, you know, where we're preparing for 2020 and the age of Aquarius and the dawn of the age. And what is it you'd like to be doing? Think about it. Think about what you'd like to be doing. Yeah. And then bring that in, because time waits for no man. And I've always said, like last year, I was told that anything that we brought into 2020, into 2019, was going to amplify. And we're seeing that. We're seeing that. So good and bad. So if it's good, yes, brilliant, and you bring it in, it'll only continue to grow. If there's anything bad that you brought in, it would also continue to grow. And then we would have issues in trying to get rid of it. And some of us have gone through huge changes at the start of this year, including myself. Because, you know, we all have work to do. So that's this week's reading, everybody, and it's lovely to be here serving you all. And if you have any questions or any comments, please put them underneath the YouTube video. And that's Monday, Tuesday, retreat, Tuesday, Wednesday, romance, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Until I see you again, goodbye. Have a great week. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye-bye.